I'm doing. All right, so hope everybody had a great weekend. I know the weekend is um yeah, we're about to start this. Hope everyone was able to get some rest. We're about to start another week, which is part of why we are doing this health talk at this time. This is a perfect time to implement the topic we're going to be discussing. But before that, let me introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Macx, and this is, yeah. Yes, for those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Macx, and this is Dr. Max's Health Support Community. So you are welcome to this space. For those of you who are not too familiar with this space, you don't really know what this is about, well, let me just give you a 10-second to 15-second intro, right? So this is a health community that is targeted at helping people on different health journeys, all right? I hope I am audible. I hope I am very audible. So in case you can't hear me, please let me know in the comment section. So there are four main things we target here. People on a health journey for their blood pressure, health journey for their blood sugar, health journey for weight loss and reducing belly fat, right? That health journey, and then people on a mental health journey. So these are the four main health journeys that we help people on. So please, if you are new to this space, feel free, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what is your name and what health journey are you on. See your blood pressure, your blood sugar, weight loss, belly fat loss, or your mental health, or healthy dating too. And that's something I have planned for next week. I have something in store for that. So leave your name below in the comment section and then let us know what health journey you are on. It would be nice to have that so that other people who can relate will be able to engage. And that brings me to a few things that you should expect from this group. Number one, please feel free to ask me your health questions. All right, please feel free to ask. Whether or not it's related to the topic I'm discussing, just ask me. All right, that is a major reason why this is set up. All right. Another thing is we are going to be, in fact, this week, starting this week, at some point during the week, we'll be having a more communal engagement where you get to engage with a number of people in the community. I have not opened the group intentionally yet because I wanted to get more of a feedback from everyone to know what health journeys most people here are on. So I know how to open the group. Like I said, I don't want to open the group and then someone starts selling shoe and Gary. That I don't want that. So please feel free to leave a comment. This comment section is one of the places where you can engage. Later on, I will explain when I'm opening the group and how you would be able to engage with other people on the group so that it can be productive and actually useful. Not just people just, talking and the group is just rowdy, right? Nobody wants that. So, but community engagement with people who are on your own health journey. That's another thing you get from this group, aside asking me questions. And then the third and probably the most important is every week I'll come on here to give you important health tips to help everyone on whatever health journey you are on, things that you can practicalize. And that's why today's topic is easy ways for 9-to-5 workers to meet their health goals. Easy ways for 9-to-5 workers to lose weight, to lose belly fat, to monitor to control their blood pressure, blood sugar, keep their mental health intact. Easy things that you can do as a 9-to-5er without having to scatter your schedule, disrupt it, just try and implement something that is just far and wide. Without having to do that, simple things that you can do every single day. All right. So that's why we're here. Few other things I need to also talk about. We have group rules. Now, keep in mind, everybody on this group is intentional about one thing or the other. They want to see results. So most people on this group aren't perfect. And we also have people with mental health struggles on this group. All right. People dealing with anxiety, with depression, with ADHD, so please, you need to be polite. It is very, very important. You need to be polite to anyone you are going to make comments to on the group. All right. I cannot stress that enough. I just like to repeat the group rules so that in case you're joining new, you will know. And again, please don't forget your name and what health journey you are on. What exactly is it that about this group that brought you in, that you are interested in, so that it will give me an idea too of what to talk about. Because if I'm talking about exercise and health and all that, and a lot of people are more interested in how to date in a healthy way, mental health issues, then I would like to know so I can adjust my topics. All right. So that would really be helpful for me. So let me know in the comment section your name and what health journey brought you to this group. Okay. So like I said, so I've already said no selling of anything. And please, another thing on this channel and on the group, please don't post unverified information. We're not here to mislead anybody. Please don't ask someone to go and mix caustic soda with one cream or something like that to lose weight. Please, all right? Ask me the question on this platform right here, right now. You can ask any question you want to ask. I will answer you. All right. So these are just some group rules that I need everybody to abide by so that we can have a safe space that benefits everybody. Straight into it. Now, before I start, I always like to talk about the bad habit of the week or bad habit of the day that you need to change. And this is something that a lot of people are doing. And what bad habit is this? If you're one of those people who only start thinking about food or you start trying to get food when you are hungry, it's a bad habit. Please stop it. You don't wait till you are hungry before you start getting food. You don't wait till you are hungry before you start cooking food. You don't wait till you are hungry before you start thinking of what to eat. Why? Number one, it is bad for people who are trying to lose weight or control their belly fat. It is the worst thing. Do not wait. Because what happens is that when you are hungry, and that's when you go shopping to buy food, or that's when you decide to cook, well, you will most likely pack more or take more than you need because you are hungry. All right. You will cook more than you need. You will pack more than you need. You buy more than you need just because you are hungry. So you don't cook food or get food or buy food, however it is. You don't do that when you are already hungry. You prepare that ahead of time. It helps you actually manage the portion, the amount of food that you want to eat. Okay, so please, if you are on a weight loss journey, you're trying to lose belly fat, please, it's an atrocity. Do not wait till you are hungry before you start trying to get food. It's a bad habit. Prepare your food ahead. So let me know in the comment section, which category do you belong to? Do you plan your meals 1 week ahead? Like over the weekend, there are people who do that, right? Over the weekend, they plan the meal for the whole week. Do you plan your meals a day before? Do you plan your meals that morning? Or are you in our bad habit category? You're one of the people that is when they're hungry, then after, what are we going to eat today? Kilamache. It's at the point where the hunger is dealing with you. Then you go and start buying all sorts of nonsense. Anything that comes your way, you consume it like a bottomless pit. So, so let me know which category you belong to. You plan a week ahead, you plan the day before, you plan the morning of that day, or you don't plan at all. Let me know in the comment section, which group do you belong to? Please kindly share with us. I would appreciate it. Let's help ourselves and be honest. Okay. All right. So I think I'm on track with everything I had planned so far. And now we can go into the main conversation of today. Now, what I'm going to be describing to everyone is I'm going to walk you through how your day should be. Like, I want to walk you through what a healthy day should be. And every single step I'm going to mention helps you no matter what journey you are on. You notice I keep saying medical journey or health journey. I keep saying health journey because it's important for you to see it as, oh, this is a health journey and not a medical problem. I'm too fat, it's a medical problem. My blood pressure is high, it's a medical problem. No, you are on a health journey, all right? Because if you keep thinking about it as a medical problem, then you won't want to, get used to the things you need to do, the lifestyle changes you need to make, because you will just be focused on the problem and you keep thinking, oh, I can get one solution somewhere and just remove this thing. Anything you do, You will get frustrated because you are expecting that this thing can just clear the problem. So don't think about it as a medical problem. It's a health journey. All right. So I'll be walking you through what a healthy day should actually look like. What a healthy day should look like. If you want to lose weight, what should a healthy day look like? If you want to control your blood pressure, what should a healthy day look like? Blood sugar. If you want to maintain your mental health, if you're dealing with anxiety and depression, what should a healthy day actually look like for you? All right, that's what I'm going to be running you through. And like I keep saying, all of this is without making any major change to your life. Like, you are not going to scatter your plans, your schedule. No, right? There are things you can actually implement more or less passively. Passively, you can implement all these things. Okay. So, oh, someone warned me that I've been looking away from the camera. Oh my God, I've been doing it again, right? I've been looking away from the camera. Let me look into the camera. Sorry. Had to. Okay, I think I'm looking into the camera now. Someone told me last week that I was looking away from the camera. I came and started doing it because I'm looking at the screen and not the lens. So apologies for that. All right. So first of all, you need to know if you are on any health journey whatsoever, junk food must go out the window. Look, there is no debate. There is no, people like to have this conversation on, can I still take small shawarma? Can I take small Coke? I only took Coke like twice last week. Junk food, soft drinks, pizza, ice cream, shawarma, what else? Sausages, right? Biscuits, cookies, cake, donuts, pastries. They are all junk food. Gala, right? If you are on any health journey, please, before you start, please just go and delete this. Delete it from your list. Just delete it from your list. In fact, you know what? Comments in the leave a comment in the comment section below. Which one of these is your own? What's the word now? Which one of these applies to you? Oh, the picture quality is not clear. I think that's just my network. Please bear with me. So sorry about that. It's network. I will try and adjust that for next time. But I hope you can hear me clearly. I hope I'm audible though. I know the picture might not be so good, but I hope I'm audible. All right. So junk food. Look, whatever health journey you are on. So please leave a comment. Which junk food is the one that is holding you back? Say it in the comment section below. When you say it out, we can cancel it for you. All right. So whatever junk food is holding you back, let us know in the comment section below. All right. Junk food needs to go out the door before we talk about anything at all. Junk food. Next that has to go out the door is alcohol. Please, we cannot have anything productive if you are holding on to alcohol. You are holding on to junk food. It's going to be hard for you to actually see results. It's going to be very, very hard for you to see results. Junk food, alcohol, please, those two, they are not your friends. When it comes to belly fat, weight loss, blood pressure, blood sugar, mental health, all of them, junk food and alcohol, please just remove them. Like I said, say it in the comment section below. Let us cast and bind it out of your life. All right. So I just have to say that for starters, so that if you've been wondering why you've not been seeing results, you can already, if that is in your life, just know that that's number one. All right. Now, starting your day. You see, the first thing you need to know if you're on a health journey is you must have a routine. Stop looking for a quick fix. Stop looking for that combo that you can see online. Just mix it, drink it, and then you'll be perfectly fine. They take advantage of people a lot with all these adverts they put online. Just mix this and mix this and mix this, and then you are good to go. Stop looking for that. You must have a routine, a daily routine, right, that helps you maintain the standard of living that will give you that result. Because let me help you understand something. Whatever health journey you are focused on right now, it did not start in one day. You best believe right? Nobody sleeps weighing 50 kg and then wakes up weighing 85 kg. It doesn't happen overnight. You know this, right? So it happens over time. So if you're going to change it, you also need to have a routine, a new routine that you can implement, and then over time you will start to see the results. So you are not thinking of one big lifestyle change. That's what one of the reasons I came up with this. You're not thinking of one big lifestyle change that will just turn everything around. You shake your life. No, you are thinking of minor things that you can do, that you can be consistent with continuously for the rest of your life, that are healthy and will not be difficult to do, because that's one of the major things that major problems people face. A lot of ideas, a lot of things that people hear outside, they are very difficult to implement, including exercise. All right. So, have it in your mind, you need to have a daily routine, something that you can change, and little by little, over time, it will start to reverse that problem that started little by little. I hope I'm clear on that. All right. Most of these medical issues don't start overnight. So, you need to create a routine that can also fix them or reverse them little by little, because they all started little by little. I hope that's clear. All right, that is why you need to have a routine. So number one, please, you must have a routine. Standard. Number two, you must set goals. And we're going to talk about this a bit more when we actually start the practical aspect. I'm still a bit on the theory because I want more people to come in so that we can have enough community engagement to start the practical aspect. You need to set goals. You want to lose weight. From what to what? You want your blood pressure is high. How high is it? Where do you want to bring it to? You want to work on your mental health, depression, right? Where are you now on the scale, and what do you need to get to? You see, if you don't set goals, then you will just keep running in futility, chasing this trending, whatever new, tactic or new mixture. You keep chasing different things up and down because you don't actually have a set goal that you are targeting. Also, if you don't have a goal, you will be frustrated. Like I said, a lot of these medical issues we're talking about did not start overnight. So if you are looking for a quick fix, you will not find one. And if you don't have a clear goal in mind of where you are going, then you will just keep getting frustrated because you would imagine that you are not getting results. Meanwhile, you actually might be getting results. You might be getting better. If you want to check your belly fat now, a lot of people just look at their stomach and say, my stomach is big. Have you ever measured it? Do you know that there is actually a way to measure your stomach to know if you are actually losing that belly fat? Friends will just tell you, your stomach is big, and then you just take it like that. Okay, and start running around. No. So you need to set clear goals. Have a routine and set clear goals. They are side by side. Now to point number two. Your day does not start when you wake up. Your day starts with your sleep. And this has been proven scientifically. All right. Your day starts with sleep. The minimum standard for sleep is 7 hours. That is the minimum, like the barest minimum. And a lot of people say, with all the hustle and bustle of life, where do you want to get 7 hours? Before I come to the hustle and bustle of life, let me help you understand something. It's not a negotiation. It's like I tell you, if you can go for this important meeting, you will make $10 million. And you're telling me, okay, yes, I want to make $10 million, but I'm pressed. Then I tell you, no, you cannot be pressed. You must go and make $10 million first. You will tell me, I can't hold it, right? It's nature. So hustle and bustle, yes, but keep in mind, this is nature. If you don't negotiate with nature, it's like trying to negotiate with your bladder when you're pressed. That no, don't come out here. Just hold on. Let me go and shake the hand of the president first. Are you joking? Right? So you don't negotiate with nature. It's not your doctor. It's not me. It's nature. You need to have at least 7 hours for a number of reasons. Number one, I told you, I'll tell you how it affects each and every one. First of all, metabolism of your sugar. When you sleep well, you metabolize sugar better and you are at lower risk of diabetes. Number two, if you don't sleep well, you are at a higher risk of high blood pressure. This does not even apply if you, whether or not you've had high blood pressure before, if you are not sleeping well, it is on the way. Like you are heading towards that high blood pressure. Like you are speeding directly towards high blood pressure. If you are not sleeping up to 7 hours a day, it's not a negotiation. You might not have it now, but I promise you it is on the way. That's for high blood pressure, right? Which other one? Weight loss. A lot of people who are running around chasing all sorts of weight loss mixtures. Do you know that poor sleep is also a cause of weight gain? There are a lot of people running up and down. They don't know that the reason they are gaining weight is because they are not sleeping well. They are not sleeping well. And that's why no matter what they do, no matter the exercise, no matter how they run around, they will not see results. They will still be on the big side. The stomach will still be big because they are not sleeping well. Hormonal imbalance, all these things need to be regulated, right? And they are going to sleep. Now, let's even now get to the mental health part. I don't even know where to start with mental health. Studies have now shown that if people who don't sleep well are more likely to have negative emotions through the day. In other words, when something happens, there are different ways you could process it. People who don't sleep well are more likely to have a negative reaction, which is either fear or sadness unnecessarily. Like over something minor, they just have an exaggerated negative reaction. Over time, people who don't sleep well are likely to have that issue. And what happens is this: as it happens continuously over and over, it now leads to anxiety and depression. So the person who always has fear over every small issue, because they did not sleep well, that fear will eventually become anxiety, where it's not even about their sleep. They just have an anxiety disorder. The person who did not sleep well but and is always getting sad, any small thing they're just sad, any small thing they're just sad, eventually that person is likely to end up with depression. So when we say 7 hours of sleep in a day, it's not a negotiation. Nobody is here trying to, motivational speakers say sleep is for the weak. It's a lie, right? You need to sleep 7 hours. Best case scenario, sleep a bit earlier so that you can get your 7 hours. So the way you sleep will determine how your day will go. All right. I hope that was clear enough. So 7 hours of sleep. Next is, sorry, I want to be sure I got all my points on sleep and hypertension, obesity. Okay, yes, I did. All right, now next is, of course, exercise. So I'm not going to talk much on exercise because last week I spoke a lot on exercise. By the end of this live stream, you can check the description box. You will see the link to my live stream last week where I actually spoke a lot on exercise. And I did a 10-minute exercise routine yesterday, something that you can easily do in the morning, 10 minutes. And we are keeping in mind that the World Health Organization standard for normal mental health and physical health is 150 minutes of physical activity, 150 minutes of physical activity per week. All right, 150 minutes. So if you are not getting up to 150 minutes of physical activity per week, whatever journey you are on, please consider that it might be linked to your low level of physical activity. Anything less than 150 minutes is not acceptable. What kind of physical activity? Walking fast, running, jogging, swimming, actual cardiovascular exercise routines, cycling for those who have bicycles, right? So those are some. I'm not going to dwell much on it, but what I'm going to say is this: if you watch the video I did yesterday, that's a 10-minute exercise routine that you can do in the morning. However, the target is 150 minutes. So how do we take 10 minutes and turn it into 150 minutes? Because to be honest, if you do 10 minutes every day for 7 days, that's 70 minutes. It's not enough. Here's the trick. Okay, so pay attention. If you do 10 minutes in the morning, right, there's a part where I'll explain how you should have some physical activity at work through your day. So while you're at work, you are trying to get another 10 minutes. That's 20 minutes, right? Then when you come back from work, I'll explain how when coming back from work, you can get another 10 minutes, making 30 minutes. So 30 minutes per day times 5 days is 150. You can relax on the weekend. 10 minutes before going to work, 10 minutes at work, and 10 minutes on your way back from work. I will explain the other two when I get there, but you can see how with this you can aim at 150 minutes, right? Again, if you are not doing up to 150 minutes, please, you need to do something about it. That is the minimum standard. And let's be clear, strolling, having a cool, casual conversation, just talking, it does not count as activity. Just that minor, it does not count. It's not physical activity. That's short stroll. No, all right. It has to be intentional physical activity. You sweat, yes, you must sweat. If you don't sweat, for those who are trying to sweating, forget it. You are not doing anything. That is just it. If you are ever doing exercise to lose weight and you are not sweating, forget. There is this popular saying, sweat is the cry of fat. Sweat is the cry of fat. So if you are trying to burn fat, you need to see the sweat. You know that, yes, that fat is crying. So there's that. Oh, another thing I should add, please, for those of you who are trying to burn belly fat, you're trying to lose weight, here is something that you need to know. Even when I saw it, I was surprised. If you're trying to burn belly fat or lose weight, strength training is important. And this is why strength training is important. Because for normal exercise, when you jump around and all that, yeah, you definitely will burn some calories, right? You are burning some fat. But you see, for strength training, where you are carrying something heavy or you are doing your push-ups, right? You are doing press-ups, push-ups, right? What happens is, even after the exercise, your body is trying to recover all those muscles that you have exerted. Will try to recover. That process, when they are trying to recover, will now still burn more fat. It will burn more calories. So it's like you lose calories while you are doing the exercise, and then afterwards, even when you are resting, because you did strength training, your body is still burning calories even while you are relaxing. So it is actually very, very important for people trying to lose fat. Incorporate strength training. Like I said, squats. An example, you can watch my video. Like I said, it's in the comment section. When we're done with this, go and check out that video. Squats are an important type of strength training. Push-ups, very important strength training. And then if you have dumbbells, right, you can do that also here. All right, so I just thought to mention that. That's number 3. So you've woken up, you slept 7 hours. Yes, you had 7 hours of sleep. Now you've done some morning exercise, right, to start your day. So like I said, I'm walking through what a healthy day should look like. We've done 10 minutes of exercise to start your day. What next? Plan your meals. Plan your meals. So this was what I spoke about when I said some people have a bad habit of waiting till when they are hungry before they start thinking of what to eat. And then they go with that hunger, especially if you're going to buy food and you enter the restaurant and all the aroma is just in your nose, is in your head. The aroma of that Maggi, and you are seeing the chicken, you are seeing everything. You don't even know where to start from. You start buying, buy this, add this, add this, add this, and you are just adding fat to your body. That's what you are doing. Why? Because you went there hungry. So plan your meals ahead, if possible, preferably prepare them, get them ahead while you are not hungry. Because while you are not hungry, you can actually calm down and make healthy decisions about what you want to eat. Because you are not hungry, so your brain is cool, right? But when you wait till the time you are hungry, you are not seeing road anymore. You just want to eat. And unfortunately, what will happen is your brain is wired to just, because of that hunger, your brain will believe that there is a deficit of calories in your body. There is a deficit of energy in your body because you are hungry. Your brain will now tell your stomach, see, consume, 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 consume. We don't have energy, just eat more, eat more, eat more. So you are far more likely to eat more because you waited till when you were hungry to go and get food. Do you understand? So the trick is this: plan your meals ahead, serve them. If you can serve it ahead of time. Just put it somewhere. When it's time to eat, you go and eat. And another hack for meals is this: drink water before you eat. Just drink water before you eat. It helps to open your stomach a little bit. without, how will I put it, the fact that there's some water in your stomach means that it's not just food that you use to fill it. If you just put food in there, you will put a lot, but when there's already water inside, it's already occupying some space, and then the food comes in, and before you know it, you are full, right? So drink some water before you have your meal. All right, so that's very important for people who are trying to lose weight, trying to manage obesity, which is linked to hypertension. But also, please, if you are dealing with high blood pressure, coffee, caffeine is not your friend. All right? Coffee, caffeine, they are not your friend if you are dealing with high blood pressure. So you have to find another way to start your morning. All right? You have to find, and to make matters even worse, I cannot really recommend beverages like that. This Milo, Ovaltine, because they are high in processed sugars, unfortunately. All right? So I probably would recommend, if you are trying to calm down, right? Yeah, you can probably do all this, something like Lipton tea, that kind of tea, not very, very low in anything processed, right? Very low in processed sugar. So you might want to use that instead of starting your day with coffee or anything like that. Coffee, if you're from weight loss to hypertension, coffee actually has stimulants that increases blood pressure. It's a stimulant, right? So you want to, put those ones aside a bit more. All right. So like I said, plan your meal. Another thing for me to note is this: refined sugars. That's your pastries, junk food generally. I said you should plan your meals. People who don't plan their meals are more likely to take junk food. You agree with me? You don't have anything planned. Something passes by. It's an opportunity to eat. You just eat because you never planned anything, right? Now, studies have shown that consumption of refined sugars and junk food is highly linked to mental health disorders. So apart from all the problems they have on your blood pressure and your cholesterol and blood sugar and your weight, they are actually linked to symptoms of depression. Yes, consumption of refined sugars, junk food. All right, so please, again, I cannot emphasize, plan your meal. So that's the third thing now. You slept 7 hours, you did your exercise, you plan your meals. I think I'm going to give you a walkthrough of what the healthy day should look like. Okay. So next is drinking water. I don't think I need to talk much about drinking water. Apropos Doctor has said almost everything there is to say about it. I cannot emphasize the importance of drinking water enough, right? For your kidneys and sorry. So before I get to that, when it comes to planning your meals, please, apart from the type of food you should plan, sorry, I skipped this part. You should also plan the time. The time, I nearly forgot this, the time of your meals. Now, still, probably the most important meal of the day is your breakfast. It is probably still the most important meal, your breakfast. All right. So plan the time. And yes, where it's important to plan the time of your meals, you can teach your body when to absorb energy and when to burn fat. Say that again. You can teach your body when to absorb energy from food and when to break down fat. You see, the problem is if you don't teach your body when to do this and this, what time it should be burning fat and what time it should be expecting food from your stomach, what will happen is that every time there is no food in your stomach, your body will go haywire. You will be feeling so hungry. And you'll be wondering, but I ate breakfast. That's why you see some people eating breakfast, lunch, dinner, they have snacks in between because they've not been able to train their body to say, we have breakfast at 9 a.m. The body will expect breakfast at 9 a.m. It will absorb that energy. We have lunch at 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. The body will absorb the energy. After that, nothing else, burn fat. They've not been able to train their body to do that, so their body does not know how to burn fat, more or less. It can burn fat, but it will just always remind them that I'm hungry, give me food. Meanwhile, there is fat all over for the body to burn. So the time, sticking to a particular time for your meals, it helps to teach your body when to expect food and when to burn fat, which is very, very important for people who are trying to lose belly fat. All right, your body needs to know when it is time for it to be burning fat cells. Okay. Oh, and to add to that, I'd just like to say, preferably try not to skip breakfast. Preferably, try not to skip breakfast. Okay, I just had to check if I'm still audible. Try not to skip breakfast as much as possible. All right, breakfast doesn't have to be one big meal where you are eating something. No. It doesn't have to be that. No, just something little. Why? So that your body is not disturbing you for food, and it reduces the likelihood that you will buy junk food, because you can remind yourself that no, I've eaten breakfast this morning, so that hunger is a lie. You cast and bind the hunger, you reject it, and tell the body, no, I have eaten breakfast, wait till lunch. But if you've not eaten anything that morning, in fact, any small thing that passes your front, you're already, yeah, okay. So there's that. All right, so I was speaking about drinking water. So let me know in the comment section, how many bottles of water do you drink in a day? Yes, how many bottles of water? I will not tell you the normal standard, so that I don't want anybody to try and use that. I will probably say later on, or maybe in my next session. Or how many bottles of water? Put this in the comment section below, so that we can start knowing the people that we need to arrest. Yes, how many bottles of water do you drink in a day, or how many sachets of pure water do you take in a day? Put it in the comment section below. Don't be shy. Again, for those who joined later on, please, you can introduce yourself in the comment section below and let us know what health journey you are on. Is it weight loss, belly fat, blood pressure, blood sugar, or mental health, healthy dating, whichever one? Let's know in the comment section below. All right. So yes, let me know how many bottles of water you drink per day. That's what I'm going to say about this. Yes, because with all the noise about drinking water, I cannot speak more on that. Moving on. Now you have gotten to work. What do you need to do? Do you know that one of the responses of the body to 6 to 7 cups of water a day? Amazing. Wow. Okay. 6 to 7 cups. That's good. The size of the cup matters, though. I mean, you could have a small cup, you could have a normal size cup, you could have a big jug. So usually what we try to do is we use conventional standards that everybody is familiar with. So either sachets of pure water or bottles of water. So if you can you quantify that into bottles or sachets of pure water, and let's know. All right, so we'll know whether or not, or 6 to 7 cups. It sounds good, but let's know how many bottles or how many sachets. I'm even dehydrated. Okay. So now you are at work. Yes. What do you need to do? Please note, stress at work is bad. I cannot emphasize this enough. You need to find a way to work effectively. Now, few things that you need to note. From anxiety to depression to weight gain to mental health issues to high blood pressure, all of them, stress from work enough, or stress from work alone rather, is enough to give you all these issues. Anxiety, depression, weight gain, belly fat. 2 big bottles of Eva. 2 big bottles of Eva. Well done. 2 big bottles of Eva. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid. Like I said, I'll expose what the correct standard should be, but that is definitely looking good. Okay. So I was saying, 4 sachets of pure water in a day. Well, that needs improvement. 4 sachets is it's not bad, but yeah, it can be better. All right, so when you get to work, so I was saying, work stress alone can cause high blood pressure. It can be the reason for high blood pressure. Work stress alone can be the reason for obesity, Work stress alone can be the reason for diabetes. Work stress alone can be the reason for anxiety. Work stress alone can be the reason for depression. So what's the point? You need to find a way to manage work stress. You need to find a way. And there are a few things you can do. So at work, how much work are you doing? Right? How much work are you doing? Some people are doing the work that is meant for 3 people just because they have a boss that has refused to employ. And you too, you are showing your capacity. You are working till 10 p.m., you are working till 11 p.m. And when they call meeting, they'll give you accolades like, oh, this guy, even if you call him at 12 midnight, he'll pick the call. Such an efficient worker. It's a lie. Because if anything should happen to you tomorrow, that your boss will come and give a talk. He will organize health talk and say, you people need to rest and don't kill yourself. Take it easy and stop stressing yourself. That same boss that was hailing you for being awake at 1 a.m. to respond to his email, same boss that will do that. Yes, fruits in losing. So fruits are effective in the sense. So when it comes to fruits and weight loss, it's mostly just balanced diet, right? Largely. The benefit of fruits is that they help you, they can be filling, right? Fruit can be filling without necessarily adding unnecessary calories and fats, right? So fruits can fill you up without necessarily making you fat. However, there is a caveat. If you consume too much, you are still going to land with the same problem. How much are you eating? All right, it's good, it's healthy. It's also good as a snack. So if you want to have dinner and you want to eat something that can make you gain weight, you want to eat something light, fruits will be beautiful for dinner. All right, because you're not burning the energy, you're going to sleep. That's another benefit of fruits, all right, in weight gain. So low calories can fill you up, easy to digest, perfect for dinner. These are some of the things. And also, it also increases the quantity of your food. After eating your normal, whether it's rice and beans, small quantities, of course, with your fish, and then you add like 2 oranges or apples and all that. It helps you feel full, and it's healthy, unlike if you take that food with a bottle of Coke or Fanta, right? You just spoil the balanced diet you have done by taking, soft drinks. So that's how fruits help. Okay, so I was talking about delegating work. Oh, so I was talking about work. So I already exposed what I was going to say. So to manage your stress, number one, if you need to delegate work, right? If you need to complain to your boss, complain to your boss. And I'm going to tell you now something that a lot of people don't know that they can do. They don't do it. And as a doctor, I'm now going to tell you how a doctor can help you with your work stress. People don't usually know. And anytime I've seen patients, I've tried to help them. All right. So aside delegating and all that, you can actually see a doctor. If you are managing your blood pressure, you are managing your blood sugar, you are managing obesity, right? You are managing your mental health. You can see your doctor and ask your doctor for a medical report. Now you will get this medical report and attach it to a request. Now, in that report, of course, your doctor will make some recommendations regarding your work. You can have that conversation with your doctor and say, okay, they keep making me work even when I'm not supposed to work. I work late into the night, I work weekends, and your doctor, understanding this, can draft a medical report that recommends that you get a different kind of treatment based on the health issue that you are being treated for. So your doctor can actually give you that report. You can take it to your HR, attach it to your mail request or whatever. And to make it more even effective, if you are supposed to be controlling your blood pressure or blood sugar and it is not well controlled, you should be able to get time off. Your doctor can recommend it in the report and you give it to your HR. There is no reason why you should not get time off if your doctor has recommended it based on your medical condition or whatever is treating you for, and you have attached that to your request, all right, to your HR. So please, if you have not had this conversation with your doctor, go and have this conversation with your doctor before they kill you with work. Go and tell your doctor Okay, I'm audible. So go and tell your doctor whatever it is. I don't say you should go and lie and tell your doctor to help you cook one story and just, join everything together and put it in the report so you can get 2 days of work, right? And even that will not help you. You need something that's consistent, right? So please have a conversation with your doctor. Ask for a medical report. It's not an issue. Your doctor can draft one for you that you take to the office so that however the company can help you, they will. And sometimes, unfortunately, you are just working in a demonic company. You are working in a bad company. You are working in an evil company where they just want to milk you dry and they don't care about your health. There are companies like that. Unfortunately, please, I pray that you can find a better job so you can resign because there's no other solution. There are some companies that look shy of them seeing you on the hospital bed with their 2 eyes, like they have to see you on the hospital bed fighting for your life. They will not release you. There are some companies like that. So if you're in such a company, I can't see any other way. You have to just resign. If you are with reasonable people, please see your doctor and get a medical report to help yourself. All right. So, question: how many people have ever tried this? Have you ever asked your doctor for a medical report, and what was the feedback? Did you get it? Did it help you get some free time from work? Did it help you? Were you able to process some days off or get some respite from all the stress of work? Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know in the comment section below if you tried doing such before and what your experience was. All right. I'd like to know. I know I have given some patients those kinds of reports when they come in with the kind of blood pressure that I'm like, no, you are not going back to work for a few days. Right. So if you have tried that, let me know what your experience was like in the comment section below. So we are okay. Seems I had a connection issue there, but I'm back. So we said, well, you did your morning workouts, you planned your meals, you are drinking water, and then now you are at work, you are finding ways to manage your work schedule and your workload, right? And we spoke about getting help from using a doctor's report. Okay. So still now, we already spoke about 10 minutes of physical activity in your house, right? When you woke up at home, you've done your first 10 minutes. The target is to see how you can do 30 minutes in a day, right? So now you're at work. Take walking breaks. Like breaks where you go up a staircase, especially if you have one at work. Just go up a staircase. Going up a staircase is a beautiful way to work out at work, right? So you are not working out and sweating, obviously, because you can't do that at work. But you go up the stairs to do what you need to do. You come back down the stairs, you move around, you talk to people. You are building your physical activity. If you're on a phone call, you can stand up and walk around while having that phone call. You are in a meeting, don't just sit down to do everything, right? Stand up, move around. Yeah, if you have a lift, instead of taking a lift, climb up the stairs. All right. Battling with anxiety disorder and it's affecting blood pressure. Yes, that is a very common one. And I spoke about it last week during when I was talking about how a lot of people with anxiety disorder get misdiagnosed for hypertension. If that anxiety disorder is not being managed properly with drugs and the person is taking blood pressure drugs, there will be no change. You will not see any results by just taking blood pressure drugs. You need to take drugs for anxiety disorder. All right, that anxiety needs to be addressed for the blood pressure to come down. There is no two ways about it. Even if someone takes blood pressure drugs and it works for a while, as long as that anxiety is still there, eventually the blood pressure will stop working. So you have a few options. If you're battling anxiety disorder, if you've not seen there are some general practitioners that can manage it. If you need the really experienced ones that can manage it, especially go to maybe very big hospitals that have very old doctors who are familiar with this, they can help, right? If you are lucky to find that. But if not, your best bet will probably to go to a clinic in a government hospital. So let me be clear. When people think of anxiety disorder and I tell them, oh, it's a psychiatry department, they start thinking, oh, are you trying to say I'm going crazy? No, 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 no. All right. There are psychiatric clinics where they treat people who have anxiety, who have depression, who need to be on medication. And then to add to that, part of what I have in mind is I'm going to share a questionnaire for people who might be dealing with mental health challenges to really check if they have these mental health challenges. So if you have high blood pressure, when I share this questionnaire, I'm probably going to share it next week. I should share it next week. When I share this questionnaire next week, please, if you have high blood pressure, make sure you go through that questionnaire to be sure that it's not anxiety disorder that is being misdiagnosed for high blood pressure or hypertension. They are very, very similar. All right. So there's that. So you go to a clinic in a government hospital, or if you know a very well experienced general practitioner, like I said, the older ones, or you see a private psychiatrist. All right, that's a psychiatric clinic held by private. Now the reason I put that one last is because they're usually very expensive. Right, psychiatric clinics are for private, they're usually very expensive because they are not common. Okay, it can cost you up to between 50 to 70,000 just for a consultation alone, to just say, oh, this is my problem, okay, don't buy this drug. It can cost you as high as 50 to 70. The one I know for a fact currently is 100,000. It's on the island. So but if that is too much, like I said, find a government hospital and go for their psychiatric clinic. It's an outpatient. Nobody's going to admit you and put you in a ward with people who are crazy. No, nobody's going to do that. You have your conversation with your doctor. Most likely they will prescribe drugs. All right. I intentionally took time to explain that so that you know what your options are. Find an experienced general practitioner, go to a government hospital psychiatric clinic, or see a private psychiatrist. All right. Those are your steps. Okay, so I hope that was useful for you. Okay. So we said you are at work. Can high blood pressure lead to memory loss? Well, high blood pressure cannot directly lead to memory loss, but high blood pressure can cause brain problems. And the brain problems, I can assure you, memory loss is not. It's not even on top of the list. It's not even when you see someone who has what it causes a stroke. All right, it causes a stroke. So depending on which part of the brain is affected by the stroke, then you might see memory loss. All right. So just the fact that the BP is high alone will not. For a bit, then my network just took me out. So saying high blood pressure can cause a stroke, and that stroke can cause memory loss. All right. So I hope that answers that question. So you are at work. Don't sit down in one place. Move around. Make your 10 minutes while at work. You've done 10 minutes at home. Now you're at work. You are moving around. You are engaging with people. You're not just sitting down all day. So you can do another 10 minutes, right? You are climbing the staircase instead of taking a lift, right? You are walking around to have conversations with people instead of just calling them on the general landline. All those kind of things. It helps you stay active. So you can do another 10 minutes at work just by moving around. Oh, and by the way, for those of you who use computers a lot, every 30 minutes, max 30 minutes, stand up, walk around, and then look at something far away. It prevents the computer from damaging your eyes. I'll say that again. If you use computers a lot, every 20 minutes, stand up, walk outside, and look at something far away from you so that the light from the computer will not damage your eyes. It's very, very important that you do that. So you do all of this while at work. Next, oh yes, track your day. Track your day. So this is what I mean. It's not enough to just say, oh, I'm walking around and all that. So some of you might recognize this watch. All right. So there are watches like this. You should be able to know how many steps you took today at work. There are apps that you can also use. If you don't have this watch, you can get an app that will track how many steps you've taken. There are apps that remind you to drink water. All right. There are apps that remind you to rest. All right. There are countries where at some point in time, all the systems in that company, all right, will shut down because everybody must rest. Right. So there are apps that remind you to rest. And then there are apps that remind you to sleep at the right time. Yes. So Track your day. Use all these apps to track yourself all through the day to see how you are actually doing. Don't just assume that, oh, I'll remember to do it. All right, don't just assume. So while you're going through the day, have all these apps giving you reminders to do different things, and it will not cost you anything. You already have your water in your front, but if nothing reminds you to drink that water, you won't drink it. All right, if you have nothing to remind you that you've not taken enough steps per day, you won't take those steps. All right, so it's important that you have something that reminds you. Like I said, all these apps, you can download them on your phone. Just type app to remind me to drink water on your Play Store. You will see one. You can download it. App to remind me to take enough steps. You will see one that you can download. All right, so track your day. Very, very important. Now, next is you've closed from work. You are going home. There is still something you should do. Remember, you said we've done 10 minutes at home in the morning of physical activity. You've done 10 minutes at work, physical activity. Now you are going home. You can do your remaining 10 minutes. How? When you drop from your bus or from the car, drop at a distance of at least 10 minutes from your house. 10 minutes walking distance from your house, right? And then you walk home. It's that simple. And just like that, you've done 30 minutes in a day without doing too much, running around. 10 minutes exercise from based on like the one I did yesterday. You can see that in comments in the description below. 10 minutes at work, moving around, engaging, using the staircase, and then 10 minutes from your bus stop to your house. So if your bus stop to your house is not 10 minutes, pick a bus stop that is a bit far away, drop there, and then walk 10 minutes. So by the time you do that 10, 10, 10, that's 30 minutes in a day. 30 minutes times 5 days a week, 150. You have met your minimum threshold. Now you can say that you are at the level where you should expect to see results. All right? Because if you are not doing up to that, it doesn't matter what you are trying to work on. There is no guarantee that you will see results because you don't have the minimum level of physical activity that a normal human being should have. So you are likely to have problems. All right? So please implement this third one. All right, so now you have walked home and you have gotten home. All right, you've gotten home. What next should you do? Reward yourself. Reward yourself. Now, hold on. When I say reward yourself, I don't mean that that's the time you now say, I've stressed myself so much. Give me one bottle of Coke. Just let me use one bottle of Coke. It's been a long day. Maybe because you walk from that bus stop to your house, you now say, no, I must reward myself with Coke. No. Reward yourself with activities. All right, and this is where I would like anybody in the audience, please, you can drop comments. What activities do you do to reward yourself? What activities do you enjoy? Is it a favorite program you like to watch? Is it a favorite service, church service, or you have some other commitments? You are part of a group or an NGO, or you have some sports that you do, or you have some meetings that you attend to, something you are part of, a project you are part of, whatever it is, right? Something that you enjoy. This is very critical, especially for mental health. Like at the end of all this, right, it is crucial for your mental health, especially with anxiety and depression, that you have something to look forward to that you enjoy. All right, so reward yourself. So let me know in the comment section, what do you do to reward yourself? What do you recommend? You can share recommendation for others. A nice role in a nice role in the a nice role in the I don't know what I don't know what the nice role in the hair is. But so find what do you do to reward yourself? Let me know in the comment section below. Share ideas for other people too. Best believe there are some people that don't really know how to reward themselves. All right, so let them know share some ideas. Everyone share some ideas. I'm not going to really speak much on that, but please, just because I would love a lot of variety to come in on this. What do you recommend people can do to reward themselves after such a long and fruitful day? All right, they've made their 30 minutes per day. They've been able to drink enough water. Okay, thank you very much. So they've been able to drink enough water, right? And they just feel like they want to reward them. So what do you recommend? And it cannot be, cake or biscuits or, drink or alcohol or, junk food. No, not that kind of reward. So what do you think people can use to reward themselves? All right. Please share it in the comment section below. That would be very, very helpful for someone out there. All right. Hot shower. Well, hot shower is actually good. Hot shower is actually good. Hot shower is very, very awesome. Hot shower is very, very awesome. Someone's asking about sex being cardiovascular exercise. If you are married, yes. If you are not married, it's the fastest road to STI and HIV. So yes, if you are married, please, you can also use sex as your exercise. No problem. All right. So for married people, have fun. All right. And a hot shower is awesome. A hot shower is awesome. Yeah, I can picture a hot shower, probably with some proper, like a cold fruit, or a cold fruit mix or fruit salad, having a hot shower with some fruit salad, I can see how that can be really nice. So I'm liking the ideas I'm hearing, Of course, you can only do that if you have a jacuzzi where you can, sit in a jacuzzi, something hot and then take. But if not, take your hot shower and then feel good, and take some cold fruits, fruit salad. It's awesome. That's perfect to end the night. Okay, so that's the last thing. Reward yourself. So we said to go through your day. We said you sleep 7 hours. All right. We said it's non-negotiable. You need to find a way to do it. We said when you wake up, you do your stretches, you do your morning exercise for your first 10 minutes. We said after that, you plan your meals. All right. You plan the meal for the day, even if it's just in your head, and if possible, get it so that it's not when you are hungry, you are going to buy everything that crosses your sight, right? We said that. Then we said you are drinking water through your day. We said you now get to the office. You get to the office. Oh, feeding birds in the garden. Awesome. Feeding birds in the garden. That's nice. That's nice. As it's giving American vibes, feeding birds in the garden. Seems like we're in the UK or something. But that's cool. That's actually cool as a form of exercise, or as a form of reward, rather. Okay. So, where was I? We said you get to work, you delegate to work. If you need to get a doctor's report so you can reduce the workload on yourself, you do that. We said you track yourself while at work, track all those activities, use alarms. We said you take walk breaks, have walk meetings, climb stairs if you need to climb, just to do your second 10 minutes. And then we said when you're done with all that and you're going home, get your last 10 minutes of physical activity for the day by dropping at a bus stop that is 10 minutes from your house. And so you walk until you've done your 30 minutes for the day, and then you reward yourself. So you can see that all these things don't require you to do too much. Like you're not doing anything special. Just minor things here and there that can just help you through your day. All right. So I'm going to outline this and put it on the group. For those who are not on the group, just check the comment section. Sorry, check the description of this video. There will be a link to join my group there. I'll post these steps on the group so that everybody can see what it is they need to do. All right. Now, to add to that, all right, and this is very important. All through this week, I will be giving you reminders every day on some of the things that we've discussed and things that you need to do, reminding you of everything we've talked about today for a healthy day. All through the week, I will do that. At the end of the week, on Saturday morning, we will have an accountability exam. Either Saturday morning or Friday night, trying to decide one of them. An accountability exam. This exam is not to test your intelligence. No. This exam is to test whether you follow the instruction that we put on the group. Because it's not enough to talk about it, you must do it. And after this exam, we'll put the scores of everybody. So when you're writing the exam, you put your name or your nickname, no problem. You put it there. I will see the result. I am the INEC of this exam, so you cannot come and fabricate anything. I can see the beavers and the IREV. I can see everything through the back end of this exam. So I will put it on the group, put your name there and put your score there. This score will reflect how much you implemented everything we talked about. So you see questions. I'm giving you expo now to the questions. So you see questions like, I did 10 minutes of physical exercise every morning for 5 days. You will pick which one applies to you. 5 days, 3 days, 1 day, no day. You will pick your own. And you better not lie, because you see, if you lie, you are not deceiving me. You are deceiving yourself. You better say the truth in the exam, so that when you see your results, you will know whether you need to help yourself or not. And then the community will know. Let's say we do the exam and one person scores 0/100. All of us in the community will come together to help you. Okay, maybe one person should be reminding you to drink water. One person should be reminding you to do exercise. One person should be helping you plan your food. You know, you can get help. So the bottom line is, we'll have an accountability exam, and you will score yourself based on how you implemented everything we have spoken about. And then I will open the group. All right, I'll open the group for conversations. You will be able to chat, talk about. Right now the group is closed. All right, it's intentional. All right, so you'll be able to have conversations and chat and talk about everything you want to talk about regarding the accountability exams, just for everybody to kind of feel how easy or not so easy it is to implement all these things we have spoken about. So look forward to that. Like I said, I will give you reminders all through the week to help, but I won't remind you of everything per day, because I'm not going to be in the morning remind you of this, in the afternoon remind you of that. I have things to do. Someone said, can my 1 hour gym cover 30 minutes? So when it comes to exercise, I'm happy this question came up. When it comes to exercise, consistency, in fact, scratch that, frequency beats intensity. I'll say it again. Frequency beats intensity. If someone goes to the gym for 5 hours and is doing everything possible, right, doing all that in one day, and another person just does 30 minutes of cardio exercise in his living room every day from Monday to Friday, the person who does cardio 30 minutes every day and the person is consistent with it, that person will be far healthier than the person going to the gym for 5 hours. The person who is doing the exercise every day will see more results, far more results. And I've heard a number of patients actually say this, where they say that, well, I do exercise, I run from here to here, and why is the BP not coming down? And I find out they only do that once a week or twice a week. You won't see results. You won't. It's about the frequency. You need to be able to do it every day. That is where the results come out. Whether it's for blood pressure or for weight loss, belly fat loss, mental health, it's about the frequency and consistency. So please, I encourage. That's why I decided to do 30 minutes per day times 5 days, or you can do 30 minutes for maybe 3 days, and then you pick a day when you go to the gym. All right, but preferably make sure there is more consistency than intensity. All right, it's more about that. All right, so I hope that answered the question. Okay, so best believe, you see this day I just narrated, how your day should go. If you are not having a day that goes like this, please don't be surprised if you don't get results. You've been trying to control your blood pressure, your blood sugar, you're trying to lose weight, you're trying to you're dealing with anxiety or depression, and your day currently does not go exactly the way I've outlined it. That is the reason. It's like that is very likely to be the reason why you are not getting results. All right, what the day I have just described is the minimum standard for you to actually say you are putting in the effort to have a healthy life. If we are being honest, this is the minimum standard. Anything below this, do not be surprised that you are not having a healthy life. You are dealing with, you are not getting the results you should get in terms of your health. All right, because below this is below what is acceptable for a healthy life. All right, so please, like I said, I'll put it on the group so that everyone can follow, and we'll have our accountability exam where I'm going to post the scores on the group. Yes, I'll post the scores on the group. So, don't follow the instructions. When you write the exam, you know your score by yourself. Okay. So, I think that's really all I have for everyone. This was a bit fast, Oh, it wasn't fast, over 1 hour. Wow. Okay, I didn't know. So I'm going to leave it there. I've spoken about everything. I spoke about the bad habits. I want to be sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah. Now, next week we'll be taking a very, very interesting forward step next week. And we're actually going to start practicals. All right. We're going to start a bit of the practicals. I want the community to be a bit more robust before we start the full practical. But next week, we're going to be starting a little bit of the practicals. All right. Where I'll be showing you how to do certain things that you must be able to do if you are concerned about your health. Right. I already spoke about a questionnaire that I'm going to give out, and I'm going to give that out next week, so that you know if you are dealing with depression or anxiety disorder. A lot of people in this part of the world do not know that they're dealing with anxiety and depression. All right. I personally know someone who was misdiagnosed. The blood pressure drug was not working, and they were about to load this woman up with more blood pressure drugs. Still, a doctor decided to ask about anxiety, and they realized this woman just had anxiety. That's why the drugs weren't working. All right. So I will give that questionnaire next week. It's going to be our first step towards actual practicals. All right. So we know where everyone is. I feel like there was something else I had on my mind. I've forgotten. I've forgotten. But thank you all so much. Watch out for our accountability exam coming up on Friday night. So please make sure you follow everything that we have discussed, and look forward to next week where we start our practical sessions. Invite people, because it's definitely going to be very interactive. Till we meet again, I will call it a day. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Take care and stay healthy. Bye.